and I want to share something with you tonight called Frosted Forest, and it includes stamps, dies, and those amazing decorative masks, which just really make it so easy to do some fantastic colouring and adding real depth and interest to your projects. So I will go over to the desk and I will share with you what I am talking about. So this is the stamp set, Frosted Forest. Now I love trees. And recently we actually, and I'll show some products with you, share some products with you after I finished creating this card, but I did Lovely as a Tree for our big event called On Stage recently, and I do really love creating things with trees. So I was very lucky to be able to present that. But this set comes with dies, and it has dies obviously that are going to cut out your trees. It also has dies that can add texture to your trees. I'm just really got back this afternoon and just wanted to share this with you and created this card, but there's so much more you can do with it, and we're just going to be doing quite a simple card tonight, but I will share some further products because I mean, just look at these dies. Absolutely amazing what you can do with that. And of course we have the beautiful these are the ones we're using tonight, the numbers and the little chinks out of the top so that you can place them in the same place, 1, 2 and 3. These are the ones we're using, but it also comes with these ones as well, 1, 2 and 3, so that you can color these smaller trees. So absolutely amazing, and love these. Okay, so I am also going to be using a couple of papers that I'll show you. Keep those out because I'm going to use those. The papers, this is green and gold, it's called green and gold specialty paper. We're actually using the reverse side of one of these tonight. Oops. So these are on the online exclusives. Hi Helen, you nearly bought that set today. I know, it is pretty amazing. I do really like tree sets, as I say, and this one is extra special with the dies, etc. Green and gold, so this side has all the beautiful golds and greens, and of course it has some Christmassy imagery thrown in there as well. But of course these ones you could use for anything. And on the reverse side you've got the plainer no gold patterns, and we're using the clay tonight, but this is beautiful mossy meadow and old olive. And the piece that we'll be stamping on, all these pieces of designer series paper, we always or often focus on the front, but the reverse sides of all these papers can be used for so many different things. And tonight I'm going to be sharing using one of these for stamping on the reverse side. So absolutely beautiful. That would be perfect for a sunset. So if you weren't comfortable in blending or creating your own coloured background, then these are absolutely gorgeous for doing that sort of thing, or die cutting. Oh, excuse me, anything like that. So I have got a piece here, and this is what we're going to be stamping on. So this is the reverse side of this piece here. And so just to start off with, we want the sky. So you can add to these, of course. I'm going to grab some balmy blue here and just use that. I've got it mixed up with a bit of green before, so just using a small blending brush here, inking up, just ink up in one direction, then just tap off any blobs and come onto your, very technical, blobs and come onto your paper. So I'm just adding a bit of edge to this. And it's lovely. I do like balmy blue for sky. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of olive green on the bottom. I can't wait to use all those extra dies to see how they work actually. as I say, I only got back a couple of hours ago, so I haven't had a chance to play a lot with this set. I just had to go down to Wellington. My granddad, who's 98, who I absolutely adore. He's the most amazing man ever. Is very, very sick, unfortunately. So I went down quite suddenly to go and visit him, and yeah. So just got back, and there we go. So now I'm using a bit of Mossy Meadow. So Wellington actually was usually windy and wet. I went down this time and it was sunny and lovely, and I've come back to terrible weather here in Auckland. So have to take back my comments about windy Wellington for this occasion. Okay, so I've got this tree here, one of the stamps, and I'm going to just ink up with a bit of Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to stamp and stamp off as well, and just add some trees in the background. Oh, I don't know why I stamped that one off. And okay. I'm also going to use some grey granite and stamp one of the birds. There's a couple of birds in this stamp set as well. So there is a die for the bird, but on this occasion I thought I'd just stamp it in the background there. Right, so next we are going to do the tree. So I'm going to use grey granite, and because the stamp is bigger than my ink pad, I'm just going to ink up okay. There we go. So outline of the tree. Now we're going to use our mask. So this is number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, both sides are, I'm going to pop it on here, line it up, and then I'm going to mark my, so let's just pop this down so it doesn't move. Go. And then I'm going to pop this in the right place, line it up. It looks pretty good. I'm going to grab my pencil and then just going to put that V in there. Right, so the first colour for that, I'm going to use some early espresso. Don't want it too dark because I still want the mark showing from the stamp, so I'm just going to come on quite light. There we go. Right, so the next number of course is number 2. Oh, that's good. I'm so pleased, Wendy. Yep, I'm live. Okay, so the next colour I'm going to use is a bit of, let's start off with some Lost Lagoon, I think. Welcome along, Wendy. Anyway, I'm so pleased you got here on my live. It's fantastic. So, number 2. So always look, even though I'm going to obviously look at the V that I've marked, I'm also going to double check with the outline. Okay, so I'm just going to add, this is Lost Lagoon, I just want a little bit of that. I'm then I'm going to use a bit of old olive. So let's hope I don't move that. Hi Lynette, lovely to have you here. Hope you're well. Okay, old olive. Okay. So a bit of old olive in there as well. Go over it again with a bit of the Lost Lagoon. Love that colour combination. Look at that, and it's already starting to look amazing. Okay, let's just cover these. Oh, that's great, Lynette. That's fantastic. Okay, Mossy Meadow. And number 3. So, turn it over, and once again we're going to line that up. So, oops, just make sure that even though you've got the V, this looks right as well. And and look at that, isn't that amazing? I just love how you can just do those adding. Oh, hi Donna, welcome along. Thank you so much for joining. How quick and easy just using those decorative masks. You can just add all that interest and detail just with such blending very, very quickly. It is really, really amazing. Now, of course, then you just use this die here to cut it out, and I have, of course, already done one earlier. Here we go. Okay, so let's start putting this together. Oh, 9 degrees. Oh my gosh. Yep, sitting in a studio, the heater on, trying to get warm. Oh my gosh, 16 degrees. That's not bad. Now, I quite like roughing up my edges. So, of course, even though I'm doing it, it doesn't mean that it is something that you necessarily have to do. But something with trees or anything like that, that to me seems like a lot of texture, or is a lot of texture, would be. I like to add a bit of extra texture on the edges. Oops, I've got some. That's all right. I can fix that up later. So I've got a basic white card base here, and I have got some layers. So this is old olive. Yeah, rain, wind, it's cold. But it is winter, I guess. So, and it's quite nice to be running out of glue. Having to snuggle up sometimes, I think, in the winter. It gets nice and cozy. Let me just grab another one. Where is it? You have the heater on and you snuggle up and you wrap up in blankets and all that sort of stuff. It's really, really nice. Okay. So I've already done the edges on this one, and this is the gingham. This is in Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. Oops. So I'm just going to put that off center a little bit. Right. And then this one is going to go on to here. So stamping on there, as you can see, it's just turned out absolutely, nope, that's the wrong one actually. This is the one I just did because I've roughed up the edges. That was the one I practiced on earlier. it didn't look quite right. Okay. Now before I pop that on dimensionals, I'm just going to use some of my favourite linen thread, and I'm going to just wrap that around a couple of times. And I'm just going to tie a knot for this one. Okay. And my granddaughter today very proudly came up and showed me that, oops, she knows how to tie her shoelaces. She's 5 and yep, very, very proud. Okay. Let's just, I can trim that down again later if I want to. And we're going to use some dimensionals. So yes, the first thing I did, of course, after not being here for a while, is check everything. Check everything worked. Right. Should have put these on the back and taken off the backings earlier. Mind. Last two. Yeah. Okay. Right. And we have our tree. A beautiful tree. That's going to go about there, and we'll pop that on dimensionals too. Question, was looking today about putting an order in. I can't see that we have just single layer background. No, there isn't any at the moment. There might be some in the retiring, you know, the sale area, but I don't think at the moment we do have any single layer ones. You're right. Doesn't mean they won't be coming, but I just don't think we have any at the moment. Unless anyone else out there knows, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, we don't. Could be on online exclusives, but I'm just trying to think. Okay, let's do the tree. I'll double check for you, Wendy, anyway, afterwards and let you know, but yeah, I think you might be right. Okay. Now take the tree. I'm going to do that over, I think. There we go. Now I have done, now the sentiments, oh goodness, where has it gone? Oh, there it is. The sentiments were, I'll show you on the stamp. So, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Thinking of you and how you strengthen my life. Birthday wishes for a day as great as you are. Thank you. Beautiful sentiments. I thought I just wanted the thinking of you. So, I have done that already, and I've done that in Mossy Meadow, just a bit darker. So let's just see where we'll put that. I think I'll pop that. I think we'll pop that there. And pop that on some dimensionals. Where did I just put them? It's all right. I'll grab some more. The little ones, so that's good. I did see some different ideas to have with the bigger ones, but I thought I'd just stick to this one because I didn't want to cover up all the trees and etc. that I'd put on the back of in the background. Right, and then of course we just have dimensionals, but I do have some other tree cards to show you that I used, created using Lovely as a Tree. And these are some new, these are on online exclusives called Pecan Pie and Clear Ribboned. Now I can't remember I showed you already, but they have this beautiful pattern in them. Can't see it so much on the pecan pie ones, but really gorgeous. So I thought that would keep in with the trunk of the tree. And I will add, oops, doesn't want to go on. One more. There we go. So that I've just stamped on the inside of the trees the same as I did on the paper, but that is just using designer series paper, the back of a patterned paper often, the paper to make your own background. So easy to do, and the colours are, you know, usually already inked and absolutely gorgeous and perfect for what I needed for this, with a bit of green at the bottom going up to a beautiful blue sky. And of course the designer series paper from that green and gold specialty paper was a perfect background as well. So as I say, stamping with trees etc. is super versatile. This was the other stamp set that as I say, I used it on stage with the tree. And this is some of the cards I made with that. So that came with that die as well. So this is using the brayer. So definitely what you can do using brayer for a background. And this one here is just different layers, and then the tree is the focal point on the front. Let me go down so you can actually see what I'm showing you. And of course they don't have to be green, they can be other colours as well, purples and pinks. I always got to throw a pink in there somewhere. So as I was showing you with this one here, using the paper to create your own background, this is creating it with some watercolour. This was actually inked up blocks, spritzed, and then stamped onto the paper. And because you're not actually soaking the paper a lot, you can actually get away with using thick basic white for that technique, which is really handy. And then this one was just a little fancy fold one that I did, and that was blending paper and cutting it out, so you got the different shades. And then this last one, I created this background, so this is just a little tree there, but just created this background with blending on a straight edge and a circle edge. So much you can do with trees. Absolutely using the brayer. Yeah, it's just amazing that, you know, you can just create, because I didn't want a smooth background, I just wanted to, you know, have the texture and everything, so it was absolutely perfect for that. Yeah, so lots and lots and lots of things. Trees are not limited at all to just a tree, as I say, and you can do so much with them, and that's the one we did today. So I hope that gives you some incentive about stamping with trees and creating cards with trees. I love working with them, and of course they're perfect for Christmas. So you know, someone told me the other day it was like 26 or something ridiculous Saturdays to Christmas, so that gives you a bit of a fright, doesn't it? So yeah, not that I want to think about it yet, but yeah, it's really not that far to go. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. And yeah, have a look at some trees, and if you know anyone that loves trees or will be interested in this card tonight, do share and share the video. And thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye.